Yes, let's talk about what it actually takes to become likable. And it's actually simple. It's just that the brain overcomplicates it, like the mind always does. And first of all, why would you want to become likable? When you become likable, people invite you to places. People want to be around you. People, people will give you favors. People want to do things for you. And not that they're really doing it for you. It's a way of just expressing themselves of, oh, thank you very much for all you've done for me. And well, again, it makes you feel better inside because of what it makes you become basically. So it's easy when you understand that the first step to becoming likable and the most important step is you have to be valuable. Now, if you've been around Earth for too long, when people say you have to be valuable, they kind of assume you have to give all these business tips, you have to give life advice. But no, being valuable just good as you can be funny, have a sense of humor, you could have skills that could teach people or provide value or service for people. You could even just give people random life advice that you've probably seen and you feel like could help other people. That is just what it means to be valuable. And to be valuable, sometimes you have to go some form of competence. And there's no way you can get competent at anything and you will not progress in that thing. Just like this Naval Ravikant said something about how you don't really need to network because if you build something that is very, very good, people will go and tell other people about it. So this whole idea of networking does not really come to play if you are doing something that is very, very good. I think it is Fred Nietzsche, but one of that psychology, I think Carl Jung talked about how if you do work that is very good and you do it in silence, the moment you share it with a very few people, those other people would actually take you to actually where you want to go. So it's like building a business and focusing on building a very good product. A very good product in the long run will outperform a product that's average but has very good marketing in the long run. But we're not here for that today. So when you become valuable as a person, or you become competent, that is very, very first step to becoming likable. Then I'll say the second step to becoming likable is be authentic to yourself. First of all, second step, be very authentic because it's going to lead to the next point. But hear me out very carefully. When you are authentic to yourself, you show up for yourself. You don't see a need to want to change yourself for other people. You know your flaws, and when we speak about flaws, we kind of assume that, oh, I'm not as perfect as somebody else, or I don't look as good as somebody else, so I may not be as likable as him. But hold on, hold that thought a little bit. You get to see that there are things that I've said that you may have to change. For example, if you have like very, very wrong fashion sense, please deal with it. But that's by the way. When you're authentic, you understand yourself, what you like and what you don't like. You know your interests very, very well. And it's easier to bond with people who share similar interests. And it's okay to not bond with everybody because your goal here is to establish deeper connections with people. So when you're authentic to yourself, when you know that the things that you call flaws in you sometimes are what people actually enjoy. And I struggled with this at the beginning when I'll talk to girls and girls will say, oh, you're weird. And I'm like, okay. I had to take it very, very serious until later I began to realize that whole you're weird stem from the fact that I'm a software developer. So by default, nerd, high GP and all those analytical thinking. But then again, I could still crack jokes. I could still do other things. And so they found it difficult to put me in a box. So I'm nerdy today. I have humor tomorrow. I have vibe today. I have grit tomorrow. I have composure. So it's all of those blends that made them kind of call me weird. But seeing that I had some image in my head that were not entirely true, then when I heard that word, oh, you're weird or you're a nerd, I kind of like took it to heart. But well, like I said, some people love that weirdness. I have basically met girls. I met a girl who said I was weird. She said, okay, fine, yeah, you're very, very nerdy because I speak about a lot of abstract concepts. And she likes me for that. But when she saw my other side, that is, well, I mean, my other side is the humor part of me and everything, she felt like, oh, well, this guy is too social for her liking that I'm not a full nerd. So somebody who's a full nerd would actually be her thing. And it's okay. Yeah, we became friends, and as friends, female friends are, At some point, it died out. It just normal hey hi. But you get the point. I'm authentic. I am authentic to myself, and she's authentic. You say, okay, fine. You're not what I wanted. I want a nerd. I want a geek. I want somebody who is. I don't want somebody who is a geek at the same time he's social. It doesn't correlate to what she wants in her head. Then, when you find out how you're authentic to yourself, the next step, which is the next tip I'll give to you, is you have to be genuinely. The key word there is genuinely interested in other people. I've raised this point several times in how to become a high frequency person because everybody likes somebody who is high frequency. So when you are genuinely interested in people, you are listening to what they're talking about. And this is where good social skills come in. When you're listening, you're listening, you're asking questions based on what you're listening to. And you're asking questions that help you make the person express himself more, or if the person is not expressing himself more, you're also showing that you actually care about this person to the point where you want to find out more about the person. You want to find out more about what is the thought process, how can someone was born, because that is how you get to detect interest, by having random little shallow conversations. And this is why I feel like people need to check the self-improvement space when they talk about avoiding small talks. Small talks are super powerful. Those are the things that literally help you talk about the interest of other people. You ask questions that are genuine, that are well crafted, and there's an art towards asking questions, to be very, very honest. There's an art to it, and over time, you have to learn it. I'm not entirely sure I can teach it to you because it's a whole lot of composure, tonality, personality, environment, level of trust, call it what you want to call it, but basically, you have to be genuinely interested. Ask questions, listen to them, make that person feel, because this is super important, make that person who's in front of you feel like this is the most important person right now. Put your phone aside, open your ears, smile, have proper body language when you are talking to somebody. Then, the fourth point, which is about one of the most important points that people miss, is do not judge other people. And why you shouldn't judge other people first of all is you yourself, you're not perfect. You already have traits that make you feel weird, make you feel awkward. Remember, I told you to lean into it. Yes, because we're humans, we all have flaws. And funny enough, people bond over their flaws. Talk for another day, but it's super powerful. But don't judge people because people aren't perfect. And the last thing people want is to be judged. So when you see somebody who has problems or has some bad habits, I mean, mind you, if the person can have a couple of bad habits and still have great friends, still have great vibe, basically, still give you great value, still can be valuable in your network, despite the fact that they have a couple of bad habits, because we all do have skeletons in our cupboard. So you see where this goes. So understand them and say, okay, fine, don't worry. That's probably what he does. I don't smoke, but I have friends who smoke. I'm like, fine, it's smoke, it's all right. When they're done with their smoking, most of them are still productive. They probably smoke when they are free and everything. So see how these things begin to stack on top of each other. First of all, you're a valuable person. And most of my videos, I tell people to start with the inner work. You're a valuable person. You have skills, you have knowledge, you have guidance you can give to people. You are truly authentic to yourself so that you don't lose yourself in the process of meeting people. Now, you are genuinely interested in other people. When you're genuinely interested, you do not judge them for who they are. So that is it. And lastly, if you cannot find people, sorry, basically in summary of everything I'm saying, sorry, is that you have to be the person you want to attract. You have to be that charismatic guy for yourself. And hopefully people will like your lifestyle, your ideas, and will want to come on board. So that is it. Thank you very much. You see how easy it is to become likable. Do not overcomplicate it. And if you do not understand this video, watch it over and over again. It's actually very, very simple. So thank you very much. Kindly share my video with somebody who you know is going to find it very, very valuable. It's actions like this that actually help the channel to grow and also supports me in creating better quality content. At the same time, it supports the movement. And what's the movement basically? We live in a world where society feels like it's on a decline. And in my opinion, it's left the men to actually restore society back to order. Not just any men, the men who will be responsible for themselves first and for those around them, those who they choose to take responsibility for. So that's it. Men who become well-rounded, multidimensionally jacked. So that's all about my brand. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. And bye for now. Share the video.